All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am so sorry. You have just missed the first minute and a half of this match, which is a big problem because look at all these damaged SCVs. Hero has been in BYUN's base, harassing and being annoying, but BYUN turned around, and that's right, this red hit point SCV has a kill because he just killed Hero's scouting probe. Casting live here, it's the Pigosaur weekly semis and Twisted Minds Hero in the top right. Shopify Rebellion's BYUN in the bottom left. It's going to be a command center on the high ground with a reactor factory. No unit, because he killed the probe. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's got the tech lab. Sorry, not reactor. It's the very quick cyclone opening. Command center on the high ground for BYUN. Hero's going to go Stalker into another Stalker on Tokamak. Really good if your opponent skips the goes for like a Marine or two, Reaper or two. Not so good against the Cyclone, because the Stalker is a very juicy target to potentially pick off. We'll see how he goes. I think Hero's just going to see no natural and probably run away, or maybe run up, see the tech lab. Should be able to escape before that Cyclone's out. Twilight Council's on the way. Battery goes up on the natural as well, so Hero playing with a fair amount of safety. Oh, yeah. Can the mods close the okay, I'll close the predictions really quickly. One sec. End submissions. There we go. Someone was waiting. Get wrecked. Yeah, guys, so Twitch has allowed 1440p streaming now, which is why this looks a little bit cleaner. Which means I might even be able to just, it used to be if I forgot to record or the file got corrupted or whatever, and I had to use my Twitch recording for uploading to YouTube, it always looked really bad. But yeah, now the live stream, I've got more than double the bitrate on the live stream that Twitch allows, which is great. So finally going to have streaming in not terrible quality. And as a result, yeah, going to be able to put up better videos and stuff as well. Especially with things like Nightmare Mode, where I just take my stream gameplay. Stalker does go down there. That's a winning skirmish here for BYUN so far, guys. Looks like he's going to go Medevac and into a couple of Widow Mines. Second barracks on the way. Okay, very, very straight up build. Very, very straight up build. BYUN's been back to basics in his TVP for the most part. Just getting in people's faces and playing aggressive. Hero's going to take the forwards third in the triangle. His blink is almost finished. And I guess for me, what do I expect these days in PvT? It's Storm every single game, but this is a quicker third before the Robo. You could just play more of a standard Zealot Stalker style and then go into your Storm, your Colossus or whatever. Normally Colossus a bit later. Robo does go down though. Here we go, double mine drop, but 5 Stalkers, it's enough to 2-shot the Medevac. Blink was not ready though. BYUN respects those Stalkers and just goes to the dead space. Does not want to be losing that Medevac for free. He's got Banshees building, but not cloaked Banshees. So just Banshees, tanks, Marines, engineering bay in the back of the natural. SCVs are building. Bunker's going to go up at the front as well. Oh, charge, yeah. Straight into charge. Okay, yeah, 4-gate charge. Yeah, after third base. The battery is okay. You guys know I'm always in two minds about Hero's battery obsession when he's playing Zealot-heavy styles. I do think it's a bit iffy, but he has this tendency of making it work quite often. I just think he tends to take them a little bit earlier than he probably should be. But I think in a meta where a lot of Terrans were doing off timings and just trying to surprise you with stuff, better to have a little bit of safety, right? Better to not be caught out. Find yourself completely sorry. Forge goes up there. 2 more gateways. That's going to take us to 6 gates. Hero's thinking about pylons over here, but the non-cloak Banshee, sorry. Sneaks in, distracts him, grabs a probe on the way out. No big value for BYUN. And Hero is up on those 3 mineral lines, now taking a 3rd and 4th gas as well. And no 3rd command center started. 3rd barracks just now going down. Feels like about a minute and a half from now, BYUN is going to need to take a good fight. But this game could start to snowball away from him. On the other hand, play devil's advocate, there's no splash damage tech, right? He's going to go to 8 gates. He's going to build 1 more gate as Hero here in a moment, but I don't... Oh, 9 gates even. Okay, that'll do. And Robobay now goes down in the most snipeable spot ever. Hero does like to build things just wherever he's looking at the moment. Like, it's kind of funny this game because he hasn't built any here because he just doesn't have any pylons here. So his buildings are kind of on the edges, which is fine. Stalker's caught out, but no, they do blink away. So far, units lost time looking really good for BYUN. He's lost almost nothing. 1 SCV, 1 Marine. Stalker's blinking away yet again. Third command center goes down in the natural. Warp Prism comes in with a Zealot drop. It's a 2-tank bio-mine push, guys. And you can see the production tab. Stim's done, shields, +1. And now Concussive, all getting close to finished. 4th and 5th barracks go down. Zealot drop comes in. BYUN's whole army may have to head back if a warp in goes down. Hero not warping in just yet. Happy to just trade. And at the front, Stalker's there with a couple of Zealots and a Sentry. One Stalker does go down. Big Stim comes in early. His army looks awfully small for Hero. Can he manage to just kite this out a bit, maybe? Oof. Stalker's trying to fight. The bio looking good. The force fields don't fully trap them. The Zealots wash up against this. The Widow Mines do force the Stalkers to blink back. The Immortal's going to go down. This does not look good for Hero. It appears the Warp Prism got deflected from the main at the same time. It's flying in from behind this army. That being said, Hero's supply is still quite good. Observers do get taken out by the Widow Mines, as does the Warp Prism, and he picks up and leaves. And that's a really good evacuation for BYUN. Same time, Banshee runs in and kills a bunch of probes. Oh, it looks like it maybe killed a Stalker. Widow Mine drop went in at the same time as well. Wow, sorry guys, it's been a while. I've been away, and coming back, my observing is definitely not up to par, but we'll get there. 12 probes have gone down. Oh, Zealot Stalker, let's go. Does catch the drop. Okay, this is still neck and neck in supply though. That medevac coming in. Widow Mine drop once again. Stalker's going to try and bait the shot, but he targets the probe. Gets one on the natural as well. And Hero. Oh! 2 probes go down there. Saves the Widow Mine. Again, going to be able to continue this aggression. He's on 3 bases. He's on almost even workers. He's got a good pack of bio. His +1 armor's coming in. If it wasn't for this Colossus, I'd say Hero is dead. With Colossus coming out, extended thermal lance +2 both starting just now, there is hope. I wouldn't say he's in a good spot, but there is definitely hope. You know, he's got splash damage. He's rebuilt a sentry. He's got a good gateway count. Like I said, he went to 9 gateways earlier. And he's prioritizing the correct things. So this is a position where Hero could definitely come back from. BYUN's third, only now floating out and landing at 9 minutes, but it's going to instantly saturate as he transfers workers from his main and natural there. Ghost Academy's up as well. Don't think we're going to see 2-2 upgrades for a long time in this game. All right, Biomine coming forward. Marine Marauder trying to hang out, doing what they can. Oh. Stalker Colossus hanging. Oh, the Colossus doing really well. Just one more Zealot Warp in, maybe? No, without a Prism to pick up the Colossus and save them. One goes down, but the Bio take massive swipes from those Colossus. One medevac goes down on the way out. BYUN's supply looks good enough. I think that's fine for him because he's got a 4th command center. He's got Ghost coming in. 2nd eBay Armory he'll probably find money for in the near future. +2 and extended thermal lance. Trading before that came in was probably a good idea. That being said, Hero's 4th is starting on the left. He's finding ways to progress his game despite what is a pretty damn claustrophobic situation he's finding himself in. He's even thinking about a gold base. Oh my gosh. Battery gets killed. ICMP. Wow, not amazing. Just trying to get rid of the energy on the sentry so no Guardian Shield or Force Field can come in. Marine Marauder having a bit of a party here. He's going to die for the Colossus. He will get one of the Colossus, but a lot of units are going down. That being said, Zealots hit the 3rd at the same time. Will he be able to deal with it? BYUN has to evacuate. He does end up pulling away. Marauders get inside the bunkers. A few Marines go down. Zealots causing a ruckus in BYUN's 3rd, man. All right, so Hero's got 4 bases. He kept that alive. He's found the money to start +3. He's lost 2 Colossus, which means he's only got 1 out. 2nd one about to pop. 2nd Robo goes down. This is just like, if it wasn't BYUN against Hero, I'd be like, Hero's dead, but I don't know. There's part of me that just believes, like, I've seen BYUN get too excited and throw games like this, especially into someone as good as Hero, who will hang in there and fight hard from behind. 2 Zealots go down. That's good value. Anytime you can catch these Zealots, that's really good value. He's got Vikings on the edge as well. I mean, BYUN's doing a really good job of slowing the pace down now and say, okay, I'm ahead. Let's just take a minute, get my 2-2, pump Bio Ghost, pump Vikings. He's going to add 3 more barracks. I mean, he's in a pretty clean spot right now. That being said, a couple balls will come out. Not the, you know, heroic game-ending unit they used to be, but very smart to get ahead of things. Because what I mean by that is you're very focused on Colossus. Vikings counter them. Vikings are crap versus everything else. If you stop at 2 Colossus and transition into something else, you might catch BYUN going too hard into the Vikings, and then you've got the Disruptors to kind of replace them as your ground splash damage. Right now, though, it's just a scary moment where 1 or 2 Disruptors isn't going to cut it. Zealots get a Sensor Tower and a Widow Mine. Force BYUN's army back. This buys Hero time to get closer to max. He's at 73 workers. BYUN at 74, 73 as well. One of them does go down. Planetary on the 4th. Second starport. Ship weapons comes in. Those Disruptors getting pumped. I would like to see a lot more Stalkers if he's going to double down on the Disruptors. Normally not a great fan of the Stalkers in big numbers, but with the Disruptor style, it's very good for sniping orbitals, planetaries, medevacs, while your Disruptors zone them out. Stalker's a bit far forward. They do blink away. Remember, every Stalker loss is very expensive, so BYUN's doing a really good job of chipping away at the edges and just taking those expensive units off. That's why he's got currently a 3,500 resource lost advantage. Scanning to try and get rid of any observers, but this is Hero. Hero's not going to replace these observers. He's just going to scout with his army. I know Estrella recently did a really good job of just covering the maps in observers. Great series between Estrella and BYUN, wasn't it? At EWC, I think they had a good one right at the start of the tournament. Really good macro game. But I think he was just a bit too reliant on Dark Templar, wasn't he? And BYUN ended up getting the better of him. Those Dark Templar openings, really good meta builds. BYUN found his way through. Stalker's trying to pull down. Whoop! Gets a couple ghosts, or 1 ghost. Marauders do survive, though. Oh, can't be losing too many of these Stalkers, mate. BYUN's just got so much more money, and Hero's trying to gather his forces, but look at that. Triple drop on the right side comes in, gets 3 probes, boosts into the main. Oh, but BYUN does get caught out. Cops a big ball to the face. And, oh, the Stalkers will blink and take out some of these Vikings at the same time, though. Main base does take some big damage. 3 Marines are going to wander in. It would be so good if BYUN was aware and stim those in the natural. But they are going to run in and get killed by the Colossus. Triple drop maybe staying a little bit longer than it should have. Does get a few units. Saves some of the bio into 1 medevac. 1 full medevac gets out. Units lost tab. It's what I like to check after these sort of fights because it's so chaotic. Like who really came out on top. And you can see the units lost window is building for BYUN. On the other hand, he didn't really do any crucial damage to the economy of Hero. Hero's still on 5 bases. And we'll have to keep our eye on that income as time goes on. This 5th command center, if it lands on the 5th, builds a planetary, that should secure BYUN to have an even or greater economy than his opponent for a long time. Advanced ballistics, that's Lib range is coming. Libs, 4th command center, Sensor Tower, more Libs coming in. Lots of good stuff happening. Zealot, Stalker, Disruptor, Colossus coming forward. The Vikings are there. The Vikings are there. Oh! Disruptors connecting with a few Zealots, but also quite... Oh, a little bit of the bio. There's so many balls. I think you got to pull back as Hero here. He's got no meat in this army. Continuing to push makes no sense unless he just has no faith in his economy to play the long game, but he's so low on Disruptor shots and he's got no support there. A handful of Zealots and Stalkers, no forward warping point. He's got to show some respect. Slow Stalker warping gets massacred by those Stim Marauders. Oh, this is a great trade for BYUN. Gets a bunch of Stalkers that were slow warping in, so they had almost no hit points. They instantly died. And a Disruptor and a few more Stalkers to boot. Now, it is going to be +3 attack for Hero, whereas 3/3 will be kicking in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. For BYUN, he's got Lib range now, guys. But he doesn't have +2, just +1 on the ship weapons. Honestly, I think people maybe overestimate +2. It's a very good upgrade. But even without it, you've got Marauders and Marines peppering in damage. These Stalkers are rarely in a perfect position where they're just taking a single Lib shot, right? Lib's such a good siege unit. Bio-bullying Hero back. Hero running out of space to breathe. Liberator comes in on that right side as well. Starts to bang those probes. She bangs! She bangs! It's the William Hung Liberator right there. Oof. The bio trying to stem back here. 5th command center is very exposed, though. BYUN taking that in the face of the enemy army is crazy. I love that there's a ghost here, guys. This ghost, this medevac, a few Marauders. BYUN's like, what are you guys doing there? Liberator comes in the left as well, though. Hero's done for. Economically, if he had Psystorm, I maybe could believe in him landing some crazy good ambush on the army in the middle of the map, but BYUN's being conservative. He's keeping his army back. He's not letting it get surrounded. He's not eating giant balls to the face, and I think he's doing really well. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat. Really appreciate all of you. Gonna give you some proper shoutouts after the game. Big thanks to Serial. Oh, Disruptor's landing. Is that enough? Having to use that extra Disruptor shot to finish those Marauders always feels a bit dirty. Oh, Marauders still trying to chase. Disruptors are starting to fall. Yes, the bio count's not that big, but these Disruptors are all going down. Oh, BYUN finds the nut. And that's what he was looking for. Takes out all those. He's got to now get away because the Zealot reinforce comes in. Another Lib sieges up that left base. And this is fascinating because BYUN, I think he 3-1'd Hero last week or the week before as well. And this is just how it goes, isn't it? You know? You have players play these tournaments and look so good and play fantastic series and games, and then you get online and BYUN's the king again, man. Doesn't matter how early BYUN goes out in a big LAN tournament. You get back online, BYUN is always going to be one of the scariest guys to be playing. It's not an easy match for anyone. Stalker's coming forward. Oh, blink away! Alright, Zealot Stalker coming in. Here we go. Sentry on the right side, Disruptor as well. There's still a Liberator in the top left being a nuisance. There's just no way to clear this many Marauders, man. Oh, especially with only +1 armor, Zealot Stalker. They're getting ravaged. Oh, my lord. Good hot pickup attempts here. But I think Hero just doesn't have the damage he needs to clear this army. It's brutal, man. The 3-3 Marauders stimming around and absolutely winning this game. Tan Medevac still there, giving personal healing to every single Marauder, and there's just not enough damage to get through, especially not with Ghost coming into EMP as well. Prism and Colossus go down. Base number 6 of Hero is in the firing line. Snipes landing on a few of these Zealots. Very nice. And as the Zealots clear up, Stalkers against Marauders again, which is a sad, sad battle. Hero tried to hang in there and fight, but BYUN just got control of that game. Played some good aggression, poking around with the Widowmine, dropping the Banshee, not overcommitting, not giving away free kills, and picking and choosing his fights very well. BYUN takes game 1. Alright guys, going to game 2. Probe comes over here very late, and the Reaper that was up on that slightly hidden barracks says, "Get out of my base, boy." Probe wants to try and tase him. I like the way the Probe turned on him there. Now, did Hero actually get in early? He did see that it was a single gas build. And he does see the factory, though. So it's a gas... Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry, he sees that it's a double gas. He must have seen the worker going in and out. So he knows it's a double gas. He knows there's a quick factory because he saw that as well. He's going to go Zealot around the edge of the map. He's hoping to find the command center on the low ground. He'll be disappointed to see that's not the case. Factory is building a tech lab, barracks a reactor. So it's going to be Marines and a Cyclone once again. The Cyclone, the king of early game PvT. Very important unit in this matchup to get a bit of control. It's an expensive unit, though. Getting a tech lab this early, building a single unit on a factory takes a long time. So it's by no means free. The Zealot's going to rock up, see the tech lab, and I would personally recall the Zealot. But we'll see if Hero bothers doing that. Or just, you can maybe even just walk it home. I think he's just going to sack it. He's busy chasing the Reaper. Reaper comes in. Reaper does go down. Keep in mind. Oh, he does try to pull the Zealot away. 1 probe for 1 Reaper so far. Trading is in Hero's favor, but he did commit to a Zealot as well. So both players doing slightly more unit-heavy builds. No one's being crazy greedy. Thank you, Epsilox. Really appreciate the subs. Play Money Crusher as well. As Smorg, you absolute legend. Are we going to see a medevac? I don't know why I'm thinking medevac right now. I guess because he's building a tank so early. If he builds a second one especially. Yeah. Yeah, I think we might just be going. BYUN might do one of these ones where he tries to siege up tank here really early. He's got 125 gas. He needs 150 minerals for the tank. 150 minerals. Siege tank starts. Tank already gets spotted by the hallucination. Really good scout for Hero. So Hero knows, okay, this is an incredibly aggressive build order. You're building tanks this early. You don't have an add-on on the starport, which means this is a medevac or a liberator, maybe a Viking, very aggressive unit. Choice, it's not like a Raven or something like that. That's, you know, a bit more standard. He does have 3 gateways, and he's building a shield battery and an extra pylon nice and early. He's got a sentry. Guardian shield shuts down Marines so hard at this early stage. It's actually insane. Here we go. Cyclone leading the charge. Medevac's there as well. Tank's going to come out really early. Where does he siege it? He's thinking about going deep. He puts it a little further back, just barely. on the edge. Dude, he runs forward to the Marines and the Cyclones, but the tank goes down. Medevac not able to pick up the Cyclone in time. I think he wanted to, but he's not able to. And like I said, Marines get wrecked here, even though the Guardian Shield never actually happened. He's got to get out. No tank to cover this. Where's the Medevac boost? Where's the Medevac boost? He gets it just 10 seconds before Blink is there. And wow, this is really painful. So this tank, did it get cancelled? And then he rebuilt it? Because that tank feels like it's very late, right? The second tank, I'm not sure what went on with his build order there. I guess he swapped his add-ons around now, but yeah, he must have cancelled the second tank, swapped over, built a tech lab, and then started it. Interesting. So BYUN tried to pivot away from that push, but he still moved across the map, hoping to find damage. Really did not get it. 3 Stalkers. I mean, come on, it's a terrible trade. A Medevac, a Cyclone, a tank, 4 Marines for 3 Stalkers. And now Hero has a 3rd base up, a Forge and Robo finishing. 3 more gateways are building. And a Robo Bay goes down. Charge will be next on the menu. Costs 100 gas to do. And he needs to make sure he doesn't forget it, but I think he's got so much control right now. There we go. Charge does start. But he's got a few seconds to spare for sure. Whew. This is crazy, man. I feel like, yeah, that Sentry Scout is something that BYUN was kind of just banking on not happening. Especially not with such fast 3-gate. Hero's build was just so good against BYUN's, and I don't think BYUN fully realized what he was up against. I mean, if you look at BYUN's scouting, he doesn't really know what's in here. He knows there was a Twilight early. He doesn't know that there was so many gateways. 8-gate, 3 base, minerals, 4 gases. +1 on the way. Woof. Third command center goes down 6 minutes 40. Builds us another tank. So 3 tanks, very good defensive units, but not as flexible with your mobility. Oh, the Observer in the back's having a good old perv, isn't he? Yeah, he's spotting everything. BYUN spotted it. The Observer does get out. Army moving out there. You could see he was hoping to catch the Stalkers, not looking, but Hero was on point, trying to get a sneaky volley off, but both players really respecting each other. Not just YOLOing in. No one wants to just take a crazy engage. Marine Marauder tank. Stalkers. Hello. Hello. They see the move out. One Stalker gets one shot by those tanks. Stalker's up here. Not going to be able to stop that Raven dropping its payload. Probably should have pulled probes away. That's going to kill a lot. Stalker's getting chased as well. Beautiful 1-2 punch of the Raven there distracting. Is he got enough fire to defend the tanks though? The tanks focusing the Colossus down. The Colossus will get blasted. And those tanks actually doing a very good job of tanking here. The Zealots do take out 2 of the tanks. One of them still remains. The Marines, though, getting shredded by the Colossus. And overall, a very good hold for Hero. I think that was a great attack for BYUN. He really kind of caught Hero, I think, a little bit off guard and whatnot. But it didn't actually punish him that hard. Just because I think he was far enough ahead earlier. Then again, if he loses this Colossus, things ain't going to go well for you. Probably should have clicked that Widow Mine, but trying to, of course, escape here. I like the way the Stalkers kind of stayed there to cover. 2 Marines go down. Chasing a little too far there. Stalker's going to go forward to bait the Widow Mine. Great play. Hero remembering that Widow Mine was there. Does bait the shot, blinks to dodge it, and then fires it. Of course, Widow Mines reveal themselves when they are on cooldown, when they're trying to cool off and get ready to shoot another time. The 3rd command center is going to float out as well. 2nd eBay armories here. Alright, we've got 3 barracks. The fact that BYUN supplies ahead is so impressive, but I just don't believe in his position. Not with 4 full mineral lines and 2 1 upgrades. The fact that like this is such a big difference, that +1 is going to come in kind of almost before +2 starts, right? The armory's not there yet. So he's going to have his +2 armor very competitively timed with the +2 attack of BYUN. That's a game changer. He has this very heavy Marauder style. I think, does he play 4 Tech Lab, by the way, guys? Yeah, he plays 4 Tech Lab. It's the old U-Thermal back in his Terran School videos many years ago. advocated for this because he was just like, ugh, you know, my Marines just run into Colossus and just die. Yes, Marines are meant to be good at clearing zealots and stuff like that, but there's so much more punishing on you when you mess up your micro a little bit. So, you know, sometimes you just, if you prefer, you just play 4 tech labs rather than the old school standard. And I would say it's still more common for most players to play 3 tech labs, 2 reactors. But this is just a beefier army. But it's also an army that lacks damage, right? In terms of, it's good against armored units. It doesn't pound through zealots that quickly, which is why you rely even more on Widow Mines with their big splash damage, EMPs for removing the shields off those zealots, that sort of stuff, because your Marine count is a little bit lower. So if those zealots have +2 armor, if they have a Guardian shield, the Marauders really struggle to get through them. Dude, look at that scan. There's an observer to the right. There's an observer to the left. But he doesn't find the observer, and that's a little frustrating for BYUN. Hero is absolutely watching. Hero's got a 5th base up on the left, 3-2 upgrades on the way for him. +2 attack does start for BYUN. Hasn't had the money to start +2 armor just yet, as his 4th command center does go down. Hey, thank you so much for the support, those of you tuning in. It's good to be back casting a weekly cup here live. I'm so rusty. I'm very aware of it. My observing's really bad. It'll take a few days to get good again. I'm sorry. We're trying to warm back up into it, so I hope you guys will excuse this first series back. Oh, those EMPs. Hero's army's so small. Okay, there's the rest of his army. The rest of his army comes down. Those Vikings are frightfully far forward for BYUN. 1 Colossus will survive. That's important. He needs that Colossus. Hero does. He cannot afford that thing to go down. It's in range of the battery. He's got Guardian Shield Zealot Stalker. That's what we're talking about. Guardian Shield Zealots. You can't get through them that well. Not like the last game. You had +3 and he had only 1 armor upgrade. Raven F2's in and gets killed there. The Bio trying to run home, but I think Hero's been too far ahead for too long. He's on 17 gateways. I didn't even realize he's on 17 gateways, 5 bases. He's got 2 batteries here as well. Dude, he loves his batteries, doesn't he? Got batteries on every single base. Loves having those bits of healing. I think it's just he wants those Colossus to be able to be healed no matter where he's fighting. Stalkers blink forward. Zealots as well. Widowmine gets a boom boom. Stalkers focusing the medevacs. Those are key targets. Yes, the Marauders were focusing the Stalkers as well, but Hero has too much. And he ties up the series 1-1. Alright, the series is tied up 1-1. Hero in the bottom left. BYUN in the top left. It's TVP. And it's tied up, which means basically we're playing a best of 3 from now, which is cool. I do enjoy that. I do enjoy a little best of 3 after both players have showed they've got what it takes to take each other down. Thinking about the way BYUN's playing, it's very standard. You know, he's getting an early Cyclone every game, going 3 racks pretty quickly, and then he's just doing the standard sort of, you know, pressuring with your 3 racks. So what is this weak to is one question I have. Like, what could Hero do really? Well, we haven't really seen Hero try the old Storm style against this, have we? 2-base Storm. So I think this might be the map where he brings it out. If you can ambush that first Stim Bio move out with like 1 or 2 good Storms, it can go really well for you. This is double gas Cybercore before expand. Oh, cool opening. This is the opening where normally you both get an early sentry for scouting and you have enough gas to go for a Stargate. This is a cool opening, man. Interesting seeing everyone try to like problem solve. We're streaming in 1440p. Some people are saying it works in Chrome, not in Firefox. Some people say it's region locked to certain regions. Fascinating. It is a pretty new feature. I've finally set it up. I know they announced it a few months ago. I'm just excited. After being capped at 8,000 bitrate for the longest time, even when I was recording 4K, which I've stopped doing because the file size was just prohibitively large. It was so crazy dealing with the file size. There's just so much time rendering as well. It was so hard to... It just slowed down my whole video pipeline. We might go back to it at some... It was also very laggy in-game, trying to do everything in 4K with StarCraft's engine being so crap. But I might go back to it at some point. But point being, we would be recording in 40,000 bitrate and streaming in 8,000, and the quality difference was just night and day. So nice to be able to get up to almost 20,000 bitrate on the live stream now. Looks a little bit less poopy. Real simple if you're not a tech head, which I am absolutely not. Essentially, the more bits, the more data you're using, and that's right, we say data in Australia. It's an Australian special. The better the quality. There's a lot of stuff moving on the screen. There's a lot of things to calculate. It's not just about your resolution and stuff. You need a raw amount of bytes that are needed to actually make that look good. And the higher that number, the more good it can look, the more it can handle lots of movement and lots of things going on, lots of action without pixelating and fragmenting and stuff. Hellion comes back. Remember, sentries are no longer light units, though. They're not as vulnerable as they once were. In the old days, that Hellion would have taken 14 damage from that shot. Instead, it took 8. Almost nothing. Stalker's doing a really good job being a nuisance. Hero being very annoying. Hellion goes and touches itself up on the healing shrine. Alright, Marines are there. Medevac's out. Factory swaps off the tech lab, so we should see, I think, either the starport might swap over and build a Banshee. Transferring SCVs to the natural is BYUN. He's still rallied to a gas, which is a small mistake. Hopefully he realizes that. Hellion's going to come in and get a probe, but it will come at the cost of the Hellion, so I think Hero is fine for that. Now, seeing that the third went down before 4 minutes, a very fast fourth base. This is, of course, 2-gate blink. Third gate goes down. No Robo just yet. Very well could be a Storm follow-up. Marine drop goes towards the main Cyclone. Going to shut down the Hallucinated Phoenix. Very nice move. Very nice move, and that's going to potentially... Okay, Hero, if he stays in the main, he's good, but he's moving out of his main. Oh, he sees the drop. It gives him like an extra second to react. That's really good. No preemptive probe pull. A little surprised he didn't just grab these guys and pull to the right side of the middle line. But I think he's like, hey, if you want to get those probes, that means you are exposing yourself to very great risk. It's 3 probes. But 8 Marines go down. I think Hero's fine with that trade. Remember, he's got a very quick third up. Battery goes down in the main as well. Battery's really good for stopping the Cloaked Banshee that's on the way, which is what he denied the scout of earlier. Does he know about it now? No, he doesn't. But he built a robo at what could be the perfect time. Might just barely get an observer out in time for this, especially with the shield battery. Stopping the Banshee from doing damage in the main. And oh no, BYUN accidentally moves his Banshee over to the right side, and a Stalker sees it, which means it takes a bunch of damage and reveals itself. Ouchies. Banshee comes in, Cloak as well. Cyclone runs in there, gets a few probes. At the same time, Stalker's blink in the main. Managed to grab themselves a tech lab. Looks like they just denied stim, guys. Banshee goes into the natural. That's where there's no shield battery, but the Observer is almost out. 5, 6. Could get about 8 or 9 probes, which is pretty damn good. He did lose a Cyclone, and his stim got denied. Oh, 9 probes go down. That's decent damage, but more importantly, look at the production tab. 2 more barracks. BYUN said, yes, my stim is delayed. I don't care. I'm going to start it now, and I'm going to kill you when it finishes. He's starting the wrong upgrade. This is meant to be stim, not combat shields, mate. You got to go stim first. BYUN! Oh, no! Okay, he realizes he does start stim now. It's the longer upgrade. Finally starts that. 100 seconds. So it's going to be just before 8 minutes. He's going to have all of his upgrades, and he's going to go big 5 barracks push. Zealots and shield batteries will not defend this. Don't get me wrong, Stalkers can pick away at it. Splash damage would be amazing. But if he doesn't get splash damage, the bio count will grow so large that this could be really big. Stalker's going to go after the Banshee, but the Banshee manages to get that probe. Remember, does 22 damage a shot. Probe only has 20 shields. So even with a battery, it can still get through that eventually. Oh, he tried to focus the Observer. BYUN actually clicked his bunker and he told them to attack the Observer, but the Observer got out and the Stalkers focused the medevac at the same time. Great move by Hero. He wins that trade, BYUN, trying to sneak a drop out the left side. He knows, okay, you know that I don't have stim, so I can't attack you in quotation marks, but I'm going to attack you anyway. And that's a really good move because he pushed the Observer away. BYUN wants that Observer so bad, but the Observer's so aware of it. Every time BYUN comes over to get it. Now he's going to try and boost in the main. It's too early. It's too early. Stim's not ready. It's too early. Also, he recalls. I don't know why he recalled or how he realized. I guess he just sensed there weren't many units there, so he knew a drop must have come out because of what his Observer saw. Great recall. That being said, BYUN keeps his units alive. Even this Banshee, which has been such a D-bag this entire time. Hey, yeah, he can target the probes down here because they're just out of range of the battery. Gets 2 more probes, 3 more probes. Dude, heroic Banshee. Hero answers with a gold base, but he just has no idea. He has no idea he's being 2 base. What? He's seen the 4th and 5th barracks, and he's taken a 4th. I mean, that's a wild decision. No splash damage coming in. He's got to do nothing but make army. He's only on 7 gateways right now. He's trying to make zealots. Maybe with run-bys, maybe with a good surround, maybe with some guardian shields he could do it. He's definitely under the gun right now, though. He's in a very dangerous situation. BYUN is 2 base all in, and he's coming for you. Ooh. Bio's going to give it to you. Bio's going to give it to you. This is going to be really, really hard. +1 attack on the Protoss units. He's got 2 sentries, one of them full on energy. I like that he split his army. Oh, I love the army split. This is really cool setup for hero. Is it enough to hold on, though? The boys are here. The boys are pulled. My SCVs, put all your milkshakes in the yard. Their drills are harder than yours. Marines and Marauders get in there. The force fields go down. Stalker's trying to fight. Guardian Shield doesn't seem to be enough. The SCVs did such a good job buffering. Nice Warp Prison Micro to try and escape. Forges in the open. Bio shoving it in. The Stalker's going to try to blink away. Prism dancing. Probes taking damage. He killed a bunch of SCVs, guys. He didn't kill anything except a few Widow Mines and a bunch of SCVs. With no splash damage, it's always so hard. Like I said, against these 5 barracks builds, it's rough. It is very, very rough. Stalkers can blink all day, but the bio can stim all day, man. And I don't want to say drugs are overpowered, but I kind of want to say drugs are overpowered. Look at that. Look at how fast they run, how fast they pull those triggers, man. Hot diddly damn. Stim packs doing well. Nice force field. Cute force fields. Hero making the most of a disastrous situation, but when your opponent's Widow Mines are slowly walking into your base to burrow on your face, you know that things have gone terribly wrong. GG, well played. BYUN ties up, sorry, not ties up the series. He takes the lead, 2-1. All right, guys, Hero down here in Last Fantasy. I think we got to see Storm. You know, Storms look so good. Classic looked unbeatable with those Storm builds in Thingo, but Hero trying to play a lot of non-Storm builds, and oh, he's gonna open with a second gateway proxied in the middle. He's gonna boost some units forward. He doesn't actually know where BYUN is. Could be on the kind of right side or the top. So he's just gonna proxy a second gateway in the middle. Then he'll go for a scout. And yeah. Oh, wait, he's gonna stay there. Are you gonna proxy a third gateway? Are you 4-gating? And this only works. Oh no, he's just delaying the scout to make it look like a normal gate scout at home. Ah, or something like that. Interesting. Okay, he's gonna scout now. Comes in, he will see that BYUN is here. BYUN's command center goes down. Command center into Marine. Oof. It's gonna be hard to defend with this opening. BYUN's opening on the greedy end of the spectrum. Oh, this is going to be very tough. As the Cybercore finishes, which means Adept from home, Stalker from the middle is the standard way to do this. Ah, he goes double Adept, in fact. Okay. Hero the Mad Lad. Reactor and Factory on the way. I mean, honestly, you can lose the command center. You just need to... Where's the Zealot? Is this Zealot late? Guys, did he forget to rally that Zealot? Does it take that long to walk down there? It's going to get there so far after the command center's finished. Surely he forgot his Zealot or something, right? Maybe he just started it late because it's so expensive to get the proxy going. Oh, the probe! The probe adds a very important bit of damage here. Command center is not finished, which means the probe's going to get another kill. No, the SCV does get away there. Adept comes forward. No Stalkers, which means he doesn't have a lot of damage to work on these depots. Oh, probe's blocking the Zealot, but he's going to go for it now. There we go. Factory building attack lab. He's going to have to pull SCVs to repair. No bunker going down just yet. Starport. No, second barracks is on the high ground. Remember, with no command center building right now, that is rough. That being said, Hero does not have a Nexus. He'll be starting it soon. 2 Marines are out. That's his first firepower. He's got to repair this. He's got to repair this. Stalker Adept doing such a good job of focusing the Marines down as well as the SCVs. They do kind of speed repair this depot as best they can, but he can't stand and fight with this. Tries to get a few hits on the Zealot, but look at that. The Stalker landing some hits. Those Marines taking damage. With the Cyclone almost out, maybe he can do some stuff. He's got 4 Marines now. Those 4 Marines thinking about skirmishing. He's got to be careful, though. He's got to keep his DPS alive. Depot number 1 goes down. Depot number 2 goes down. And I think Hero here quite wisely pulling away. I don't think you finished this shade, surely not. Cancels. And BYUN just taps. Why? Because he knows he's stuck on one base for a while. Hasn't started the command center. There's a Nexus building. There's probes building. Even though the worker count's even, that was a really good setup for Hero. And BYUN knew against a guy as good as Hero, he just had no idea how he could possibly win. If you're ever in a game, you have 0 faith in your ability to play on, sometimes it is best to just tap out. GG, well played. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell? It's going to be decided by a double proxy marauder right outside the base of Maganatha. Hero, top left, not scouting. BYUN, bottom right side, Straight up gambling. Remember that last build was designed to punish a BYUN that does not scout. This build by BYUN is designed to punish a hero that does not scout. Both players reading each other like a book, but I think because BYUN's been ahead in the series before this, I think he's going to come out on top. I don't see hero defending this, but we have seen him do it before. He needs to go for a sentry very early and basically pull back to the high ground and abandon the natural, or land the sickest force field, trapping the Marauders, surrounding them with probes, and wrecking them. He's going to build a battery in his main straight away. He does go for a very early sentry, which does give him some measure of safety. But if that sentry gets tagged out front and just killed by the first few Marauders before it can really do anything, or has to burn its force fields, that's going to be a real problem. Okay, he's going to see. He's going to get warning. He's going to get warning. He's going to get warning. Okay, hallucination sees it. Back to the high ground. Cancel that Nexus, buddy. He builds a battery on the natural. That is patently insane. There is absolutely no way that's the right call. Cancels it now. Extra pylon on the high ground. He needs an extra gateway or something right now. He does have a force field available, but only one. He'll have another one very soon. And look at, I think BYUN's very smart for trying to bait it out of him, but... Oh god, if he kills the Stalker, that's huge. The Stalker gets back to the battery. Stalker gets back to the battery. Can he get rid of this Marauder as well? He can! Oh no, he didn't get it! Hero lets it escape. Okay, BYUN, happy to keep that Marauder alive. Hero on the high ground goes Robo second gate. Factory has to go down at home for BYUN. He can get up a factory, that'd be great. Second gas is very late for him. Second gas should have been down earlier. Because it's not about getting a command center after this, it's about getting a factory so you can deal with like a Warp Prism Immortal sort of one base all-in counterattack. 4-gate follow-up. He's going to deny the natural, which is great for BYUN. And it's this factory getting down, these barracks which going back is kind of huge. Some people like to stay here and try to get stim or something finished from those tech labs. But BYUN's just going to play conservatively and back off as quickly as possible. He's going to leave 2 Marauders, an SCV, and a bunker. These are sacrificial units just to stop him getting the expansion up for free. Because otherwise, when that Stalker comes down, sees an empty bunker, he's going to be like, oh, cool, I can just get out. I can bust this, you know. But as it is, it's going to force an Immortal out. Excuse me, force an Immortal out. 3-gate, yeah. 3-gate Robo. I think he has to go Warp Prism and put some counter pressure on while he's expanding, does Hero. Hero is up at 25 workers, and the command center, you know, it's not, like, BYUN's not that far ahead economically or anything. He has to build a bunker at home, building a starport just now. I do think there's room to expand your way out of this. He's going to try and hallucinate units. Hero has no idea that he's gone home. So that Stalker does take the big hits. Marauders, are they going to be able to get the Stalker? Looks like the answer is yes. I think Hero could have been a bit more cautious with his micro, but it is what it is. Knowing Hero, he's not going to try to expand until, except as like plan B. Yeah, he's going to load these sentries in. He's going to go over there. He could keep BYUN on the high ground for a little bit, even with tanks out here, right? Because you can keep force fielding him and stuff. That's one thing you can do. So SCV is going to sneak out, which is super cute. Is he going to take a corner base? It's just a scout. He's just going to scout if there's an expo or not. Good move. Really good move for BYUN. Okay, so the Nexus goes down. There's no probe production, though. If Hero just kept building probes and went double Nexus, he could, like, defensively transition. He's trying to do the mix, though. Mostly aggressive with a little bit of a defensive follow-through. I don't... It's going to be hard, man. Prism in the back. But... Oh, he's going to get out. He's going to get out. He's going to get out. Oh, gee golly, no! Oh, okay, he unloads the units, but he loses the Prism. And that's why you go for the Starport and the Viking. Otherwise, it's so hard. He lost his Immortal! He walked his Immortal in at the same time as that happened! Oh, Hero! Oh, no! That's a disaster! He's lost an Immortal, 2 Stalkers, and a Warp Prism. Oh, this is huge. BYUN just is going to show no respect for this now. He can just move his tanks to the edge, shove down this ramp. Yeah. Hero's like desperately trying to slow him down from getting down here, but he's got to like run forward, force field, get hit by the tank at the same time. This is really... Yeah, you see that? He's got to keep doing that now just to buy what seconds he can. He's gone back to probing. Has Hero. He's trying to make a Twilight, trying to make more Immortals. There's some big losses. We need to pull out some magic to get himself back in this game. Scan. Viking takes out the Observer. Really well done. And wise choice to retreat, because if he loses these units, it's lights out. It's game over. He knows he's got to pull back now, save the units, and still have a chance in this series. Okay, so we've got 3 barracks there. It's Tech Lab Reactor. Factory on a Tech Lab as well. +1 weapons is on the way. Bit of a supply block here. 2 depots are building, but a bit slow on them. Has to use a supply drop. Better that than be supply blocked, of course. Liberator comes in. When the Heck did he get built? Okay, I mean, there's no blink in this game, of course, but Stalker Warpins will be able to deal with it. We get only one probe. Good handling by Hero, very good handling. And already a lot of damage on the lib. Nice. Now it's charge first because Hero knows it's going to be hard for him to deal with a committed push. I think it's really important for BYUN to just keep working his economy and really like stabilize the game. You know, get back to all the normal things. Pump Marines, pump Marauders, get a few medevacs out, swap into Widow Mines, which he's about to do with this reactor on the factory. I say as he cancels it. I guess he needed the gas for the medevacs and Marauders. And he really wants to hit a timing soon. He just wants pure bio medevac. He's not going to bother. It makes sense. If you're a bit gas starved, you know, your fourth gas just now coming up. That's fine. Hero does take a third. Lib's going around the left side. Four gateways coming in. It's going to be 7 gate charge, no upgrades. 8 gate charge, I should say. I don't know if that's in range. All right, Lib doesn't do anything. Gets taken down. Hallucinate Phoenix comes in. Double drop immediately moves out. I do like that move. I really adore this one. But I think the Warp Prism and the drop are going to fly past each other. It's going to be a bit of an awkward one. Yeah, they see each other. BYUN definitely noticed. I think Hero did as well. Observer could go north to try and look for this. Oh. I don't think Hero... Did he realize? Okay, yeah. He's warping in Stalker Zealot in the main. Dark Shrine for Hero. That's a sign of destiny. He just doesn't want to make Storm, does he? Man hates Storm. Drop comes in. Very dangerous drop. It's going to get punished. 1 medevac will go down. Yeah, full medevac falling. Great trade for Hero. Very important for him. That's really important for him to get some ground, you know? Get his feet underneath him, stabilized. He's just taking his 3rd gas now. Oh my gosh, that's bad. Observer gets scanned. Trying to make Immortals Dark Templar. Slowly adding that +1 weapons. Zealot drop now going to come in on the natural. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, SCVs have been pulled. He's aware of it. Dark Templar can help against this, especially in a scrappy base trade. He's going to recall the Prism so he can save his Immortals. He's got good force field energy. I think Hero might be able to hold this. Really, it's all about the force fields and the Guardian Shield. Here we go. Good force fields to start. The Zealots run forward. The Immortal's doing really well. Does pick up the Immortal to dodge some of that Widow Mine damage, but I don't know if he has enough damage, man. There's so much Terran on the dance floor. No splash damage. He's got to pull back. And BYUN, yes, he lost 13 SCVs, some Marines and Marauders, but his tanks still stand. Dark Templar will come out, though. He's got... Oh, the Dark Templar. Okay, he gets scanned. But, oh, that other Dark Templar walks in and dies. No, I don't know if Hero can hang on. BYUN looking too good right now. Oh, man. Immortal does get saved at the last second, but the 3rd base goes down. If he keeps trickling DTs in, dude, he could actually have done that, maybe? He's only got 1 scan left. But it's such a slow way of doing it. The SCV is just going to build a turret as well. Bio doing really well. Medevac's trying to heal. Liberator joining in as well. The Bio is very wounded right now. But as those tanks move forward, 3rd base goes down, and Hero's going to fall back to a 2-base setup. The Dark Templar tech did not pay off. Really good analysis there from the chat. Zombie grab in the chat. The Zealots were stuck behind the army in that fight. Yeah, it was actually really awkward because the force fields were good, and the Zealots had to kind of charge around the Immortal Sentry Stalker. It took them so long to actually get on top of the Bio, and even then they didn't really do it correctly as they were derping on the force fields. And we'll take a rewind of that fight at the very end because it looks like BYUN's going to get the 3-2, go to the grand finals, beating Hero 2 weeks in a row. Freaking fantastic effort for BYUN. And Hero, he does try to do a Zealot attack on the other side. Last minerals, he's like, well, I can't win the fight on the front, but maybe over here. And the skill that players have at wrecking melee units with range units in 2025 is second to none. Small skirmish fights, melee units against a Terran who's kind of already got a little bit of momentum, they can't ever find the surface area. Hero's going to micro until he feels like not microing, and at that point he will tap out. Drops on top of those Marines, takes out another Marine for his Zealot. There's too much fire, and he will tap. So here's that fight, guys. You can see the GGs from the players to each other in the party chat there. But yeah, you can see these Zealots really derp out, and then they mostly targeted SCVs, and they spent a bit of time derping around the force field up the top as well. if a bunch of Zealots were charging from the south as well and killing that Marine Marauder at the front, that might have been more effective. BYUN wins the Pigosaur semis and goes to the finals. GG.